Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee in my beautiful Christmas winter mug. I love everything about this. It's got stuff I can feel on it. It's a lovely shape. It makes no sense to anyone but me, but I do have my favorites. So, how is it going for all of you? My friend Johnny in Hawaii, when you leave, he'll say, "Go easy." And my wish for you is that you are going easy, that you do travel easy in your life. But we have a lot to do with that. And what's come through today from Archangel Michael, they are channeling through me now, but a very lovely, empowered, guided, directed reading. Reading guidance for you today. Sorry, my computer is doing some interesting things. I'm going to put that down. Oh, you know what? I don't have chat on where I can see it. Good morning, Diane. So, what is a choice point? What we are at a huge choice point right now. We have been, since the beginning of November, really prompted into making shifts. We are being energetically kind of shaken up. I get this vision of a paper bag and we're inside, and all that doesn't serve us anymore is being forced out of us. Some of it we keep holding on to because it's familiar. It's the way we've been. We're afraid to step into really who we are because it has cost us in the past. But the truth is, this is what you came into this world to do. This is your choice point, and it is time to step into that. And so, what does that look like? The dreams of Gaia. Um, I got to talk about this shifting. We're physical beings, and we've got all this cosmic energy, this spiritual energy coming in, this impetus to shift and change things. And it's a very physical process right now. People are kind of headachy, they're more achy, fatigue, sweating, just hot and cold. It is because we are physical beings, and we are being prompted in a very pushed on us way to make shifts, to allow this new way of being. And that's really the secret of it: is I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready. Guide me, allow me to move forward as I am directed. Allow me to heed that, to understand it, or at least understand that I do need to do this. Because we are spiritual beings who are agreed to come into this bodysuit and not know all that we know, so we could be part of this shifting in the world, and so our own soul's journey can expand. There are things we wanted to learn, and so it is time for us now to step into that very powerful reason for being here during this huge shift in the world. So, what are the cards that are coming up supporting that, directing us, and guiding us to today? Okay, the first one is, almost did that backwards because you can't do it the other way. The King of Fire. Look at that, very fierce, moving forward, that lion, and yet a gentleness about it. And the all-seeing. Look at, there's 5 eyes there. The lions, the kings, and then the all-seeing eye. The King of Fire is proactive, dauntless, inspirational, vital, powerful, passionate, charismatic, involved. All very directed energies as to how we can walk in this world and what the energies are that are supporting us right now. You want to focus on your desires, whatever that looks like. Good morning, Julia. Whatever that looks like, what you desire desires you. You are the one that makes these things happen. So ground and focus your passion. It is time now to take physical steps towards that which you desire. What's the one thing that's been coming up to you? That's a thing. That's a thing. And you kind of keep going, yeah, yeah, I'll get to that. I know, yeah, that's something I should be doing. And now is the time to go, okay, I'm just going to do it. And so, what is that thing that you can do that's going to move you closer to a greater understanding of what you're doing here, why you came, who you are in this huge shift? Because you are not nothing. You chose to come in because you have specific things that only you can share with this world. And you only need to do you in this process, because when you take care of your energy and you expand, you're giving out, more of that in the world, prompting the others to examine themselves, to look at what they desire, to look at who they are, to raise their vibration. There are some that are going to walk away, and that's okay. That is what is needed by them. It's nothing to do with you. They can't play in your field anymore. And even if it's people you don't know, it's like they'll just feel that that's not where I'm at right now. And you don't need to be anything for anyone but you. And we'll see more about that in this reading. So the King of Fire, he's a charismatic leader, that's passionate. He's inspiring, focused, grounded, and creative. Or she's a team leader, and she helps others to bring vision to their life. And so it's like, okay, I give permission by being open, willing, and ready to step into my King of Fire energy here and become focused and passionate and, step into the desires. Good morning, Jeannie and Laurel. Gosh, it's good to see all of you here this morning. Thanks for coming in. So the second card that came up is the Nine of Fire. Move through life with confidence. It's like, just let that doubt about your amazingness go. Knowledge and experience bring ease. Look at this. Nine of Fire, right? Yeah. A minute there, I thought I had the wrong number. Is gorgeous and very just, still and strong and focused. Knowledge and experience bring ease. Do not seek praise or affirmation. Give your best every time. It's a time of fruition and attainment. That thing that is in you that makes you special, that you want to be, because that's who you are. It is there. Good morning, Francesca. It is there for you to step into. Where is your people? Actually, I'll say the word that came up. Where is your ministry in this world? Because that's what we're doing when we process our own energy, do our own healing by raising our vibration. When we consistently raise our vibration to live more of who we wanted to be, our usual and norm, it's kind of like the baseline vibration, raises as well. And so we're consistently giving off this higher vibration. That is a ministry to others. That is how we love in the world. In the Bible, love your neighbor as yourself. It always makes me chuckle, because we are so not socialized or taught how to love ourselves. Being selfish is good. Selfishness doesn't cost others. That's not selfishness. Selfishness is taking care of your energy, your desires, your needs, and staying in that state so that you're not putting yourself in position anymore where others think you owe them your time. You may have to gracefully get out of something you've said yes to that you don't really want to do, and it's not going to allow your vibration to raise. This thing that you've engaged in or said yes to is holding you back and weighing you down. So it is time now to disentangle with integrity. That will come up here soon. Integrity means you don't lie. It's like, okay, I said I was going to go to that party, and I know if I go to that party, number one, I'm going to drink too much, and I've been working on that. If I drink too much, then I'm going to misbehave, and I'm going to create situations that keep putting me in difficult situations. Easy. There's just one thing. I choose not to go to the party. I choose to take care of me this time. And that means maybe go out downtown and buy yourself an ice cream. Do something to replace that, or just go somewhere else that you like to be during that time. And if you don't physically have a place that you love to be that you can go to at this time of year, like I love Bear Valley, and I know that there's a bunch. I'm hoping like 3 feet of snow already in Bear Valley, not where I can go right now. But what I can do, I have also created just little places throughout my life that I can go to and sit, sometimes in my car, and just enjoy what I'm looking at and be in a place that ministers to me, maybe with an ice cream. So it is time for you to actively do you to attain what you've been desiring. This isn't a time to seek others' affirmation. Julia says, the last card looks like a man I loved who encouraged my creativity. He has transitioned and I miss him. The really cool thing is, Julia, is especially when you think of him, but you can call on them to just hang with you, to do your creativity. Like, if I know you play with, I'm not sure how you got that hat on that little bird you sent my granddaughter, but it was quite cute. But whatever you would like to do creatively, I seem to have picked up way too many packages of markers that I have ordered in idea of other people, but I keep buying more than really they need. And so I'm contemplating going to the high school to the art teacher and go, is there a student here who could use some supplies that could help blossom their creativity? Yeah, that's what I will do. In fact, I have time to do that after I have coffee with my lovely friend Suzanne this morning. So move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment. And the next card is, because that's the last one, that's why integrity was so important. The whole card, integrity. This means, no, I started to talk about it with the last one. Excuse me. I have a hair under here that is tickling. They're just too much to ignore. Integrity. That means no more white lies. That means when you go through the checkout at the store, even if it's a big box store, a Walmart, and you realize they gave you 3 items, it's very tempting to go, it's a big corporation. I just got a great deal. You can't do that anymore, because that is a breach of your integrity. You know that you agreed to pay for all 3 of those items when you came in here. And so you honor that. That's a very huge step in how you walk through this world. Maybe the store step, but just the always choosing the truth. If you've said yes to a party and now you're going, oh my God, they're going to be so pissed off at me if I don't go, or they're going to think I don't like them. Whatever the reasoning is, you go back to them and you say, I am so sorry I am not able to come to the party. I am just not feeling it this year. That is always truth. And that you could add, and this year I'm honoring my feelings in everything I do because I'm choosing to love me more. That's really what you're doing when you honor your integrity, your feelings. You don't be the martyr, and you don't get into dysfunction of thinking you have to take care of everybody else, because the truth is you cannot. This incredibly important work, the biggest work you will ever do in your life, even if you were a parent, because this involves a lot more people than your children. That biggest job is to do you right now and to really work on your own healing. There are many things online that you can listen to on YouTube. My big direction, my thing is to put out 2 classes online. One is exploring your spiritual energetic power, and that's a 3-session class. I do a 1-session class for community ed a couple times every semester. It is by far the most popular class. Many times it's sold out and it's waiting room. But that's just one session and it's huge. And people have said to me through the years, this needs to be in more than one class. Like, it does, but I'm not going to do that for community ed. It just, the one class is a great way for them to really begin to explore and understand who they are. They can then go further however they want. But I have created the 3-session class that I've done at the Infinity Wave Center in Boise. I'm going to be offering online, and I'm also going to be offering when suicide presents as an option, another 3-session class. It is suicide awareness from the energetic spiritual level, less from circumstances, less from chemicals in the brain. They are contributory, absolutely. But this is, again, learning how to do you, learning how to take charge of your energy and move it, even if it's just a few spaces. It involves some physical vagus nerve things that can be done. Also, again, the energy tools to do that you can do quickly on a regular basis to pull your energy back, to get back into your body, to remember the goodness that is possible here that you can choose. I have really resisted putting it out because it's such a huge subject, a beautiful one, but I know I've been given it for a reason, and I know what I have to offer. This is, I just saw the word choice point. This is a choice point for me. I know how I teach can speak to specific people, and they need me to show up. I mentioned in another reading this amazing woman online. Her name was Cinnamon Cooney, the Art Sherpa. My sister and my friend Susie, both who are passed, and my friend Stacy, and I would paint with the Art Sherpa every week for well over a year, and just had a blast. And we'd drink, we'd paint, we'd visit. And Cinnamon is very flamboyant and loving and just fun and easy to follow. And she made very real some battles with mental health and was hospitalized to get her meds straightened out. And then was just back online doing well. But she passed this last week with a heart attack in her 40s. Just a lovely young woman. And it's such a loss in this world. But she had lived her purpose. She has touched so many people. And I did wonder if audaciously, if I had put my class out to her, if she had taken it as another tool in her arsenal of how to walk through this world, if she would still be alive. Now, that is an assumption that I made, and it could be very wrong, that I think she suicided. But I have been wrong before. And so I hope not, because I do believe that if we take that route, that we're going to end up coming back into similar situations because we wanted to learn specific things. And when we take the ownership for what we're doing here, then we get to direct things. We can make things come in more easily to us. I thought of you when I heard she passed. Yeah, I know. You're the one who showed me. I am too, Diane. She was just such a light. But she has hundreds of painting videos and a store online that I believe will continue because her husband was her partner in this. He did all the filming, the answering of questions online. So I encourage you, find the Art Sherpa on YouTube, get a couple friends together. She'll always give you the least expensive option. She's got a store to buy, just some basics with if you don't have them. I really encourage you to support her family if you are at all inclined, because I know that they will benefit. And again, her husband is just a very gentle, sweet spirit who worked with her online too. So however you can support them is wonderful. So let's go back to the integrity card. And I didn't hold that up very long. I'd forgotten. Very much a you do you in the raw, the basics of who you are. Don't let anybody deter you from showing all that you are. And you see the snake there, which is always a symbol of transformation, the owl, the leopard. I mean, this is a really powerful card. And being in your integrity is a really powerful way to live. So do consider that. And the last card, the 4 of Water. Be aware of weaknesses, but focus on your strengths. We are all things. We are not all good. We're not all bad. We're not all strong. We're not all weak. And look at any mistake as an opportunity to learn. When you do that, you are standing in your power. You are no longer under the circumstances. You're no longer the victim of life. Yeah, Julia, when Susie passed, it'll be 2 years ago. And she says, so sorry for the loss of your sweet friend. It will be 2 years ago in January. She and my sister and I were very connected. So that made the loss even harder. But Susie was my playmate. Susie was my travel buddy. Susie brought me so much laughter. And that is a gift in this life, people who bring you laughter. So, yeah, I wish for you friends like that in this lifetime. My wish for you is that you take this video, the direction that Archangel Michael has come in with, and run with it. It makes life so much richer, so much more fun, so much stronger. You no longer feel so powerless and lost most of the time. There are going to be those times, and that's when we dig in and go, okay, what did I need to learn from this? What did I choose to learn from this? Standing in your power, you're creating with the creator, the universe, the God, the central sun. I call it God, call him him. I'm comfortable with that. You insert whatever pronoun you need, you call it whatever you want. It is the same thing. It is man that creates the division in the belief system, and that is all about control. This is you standing in your power from this point on. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday in December. Looks like another cloudy day. We've had rain for a few days. The snow, our beautiful butte here is covered. It's just white, and the hills around it aren't. It's just such a beautiful vista when that happens. That's the kind of thing you want to look for, to just raise your energy a little bit. Put yourself in places of seeing beautiful things. Be open, willing, and ready to be tapped on the shoulder when something beautiful is there for you. Just be open, willing, and ready for that, and that connection will grow. Thank you again. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.